think it was a lot to deal with. You know, we were still...
I am so tired and I want to do exactly 0. And there's like no sun, so it's like extra. I do have a Walmart pickup order that I need to get today though. I originally was gonna try and go get a real ID today. I don't want to do that. I need to fix this. That's gonna be a top priority today because it's bothering me, it's stressing me out. I just checked the weather. It looks like the rain is gonna start after 2 o'clock. So I definitely need to go get my Walmart order before then. Let's do this for a little bit and then go get it. That means I need to get the fuck up. All right, we've changed it. I think it's low enough now. I think. There's still a bunch of white space behind me. Was it like that before? I don't know. I think this is okay though, right? I feel like it's okay. Okay, I just went and checked in on some other, like my old vlogs at my old place. This feels pretty normal, this backdrop. So, yay, we did it. Also, Zach just stopped by. He left his bag in my car last night, so he just stopped by to get it, and he liked it. So, thanks, Zach. All right, I finally got enough energy to put on real pants, so let's go get our grocery order. The sky is happening. This is my grocery haul. Gonna put the cold stuff away and then eat my McDonald's. Also, tell me why the broccoli is just straight up in a grocery bag. So, I currently have stuff everywhere, and it is so overstimulating, and it is pissing me off. So, I am going to tidy and pick shit up. And then, depending on what the weather is doing, I am going to do some stuff for job number 3. Or I'm going to read, or whatever. We're going to see what the brain is also doing. But I have something I want to make for job number 3 today, and that I want to post, okay? And then I want to read. I love the book I'm reading right now. So I just want to spend time reading. A lot of it, quite honestly. What else do I want to do? I want to edit my vlog. There's so much footage, but a lot of it is going to be compilation videos because of Pride and the basketball game and the 4th of July. So a lot of it is compilation videos. I'm like so agitated because of all the stuff. So let's just go do that. There's some more books that I got at the book outlet. Okay, you've already seen these, and I think I showed you these. I was going to get them all out, but honestly, I just don't want to. So, ta-da! I do actually need to do some rearranging in here though because of all of these books. So we're gonna do that. All right, updated bookshelf tour coming at ya right now. We just took some books out of here and put one to have a space. Put some books right there. This is pretty similar. Took some books out, put all of my Lena Ferguson books here. So these are all books that I've got like of multiple authors. If you couldn't tell, put all of my John Green and Hank Green books and Carrie Hope Fletcher books down here with the books of yore. Rearranged this Christmas section a little bit. Took out books that didn't have holiday-esque vibes, I guess. I mean, these are like Halloween, fall-ish, and then Christmas, and then of course put these 2 here because Tessa Bailey is an author I have in Christmas. This shelf is all different. Those are some books that I took away from over there. And then most of these books, well, not most, a lot of them are new. Put my 4th wing up there, blood marked up there. I don't like that this space feels so open now. I am not sure what to do about that. Same with that one. I don't know if I should just combine these 2 shelves, maybe. Who's to say? Oh, I also put some more books down here because I got A Lady for a Duke, which is reminiscent of these kind of books, but these are all by the same author. If authors could just write the same kind of book over and over again, that wouldn't be an issue. Also, the kitchen is looking very picked up. We love that. The living room is looking very picked up. We love that. And the bedroom is looking very picked up. We even folded our laundry. We love that. And in the process of all of that, I am now like 20% into the book We Were Liars on audiobook because why not? I hear it's like a big thing and the show just came out. Will I watch it? I don't know. I mean, maybe now if I finish this. It's got the actor who's going to be playing Haymitch. And then it's got Candace King, who played Caroline in The Vampire Diaries. So I actually just did a lot more theater work, like job number 3 work, than I was planning on. I needed to make a post, like design the post and post the post for auditions for the next show. So I did that, and then I was like, well, I might as well just make the events for that on Facebook. So then I did that, and then I was like, I should update the website, like the front page with that. So then I did that, and then I was like, I should just really quickly just make like a whole page for it, like I did for 9 to 5 musical, which is the current one. So then I just did that. But on the plus side, I just did a lot. Now I think I need to give my eyes a break, because when I blink, like when I was like looking at the computer, probably because of the window behind it, there's like a white spot on my eye, which I have mentioned before, just so we're clear. So I just need to take a break. I've already been more productive today than I wanted to be. So the biggest thing I have left to do is my flag, which normally is on my balcony. But these balconies are different than all the other balconies I've had. So I'm not sure where to put it or what to do with that. Hi, I've just been reading for a while, like 80 pages. I'm halfway through the book now. I love this book. Yours truly, Abbie Jimenez. Like, listen, I'm only halfway through it. Things could change, but obsessed. Gonna watch We Were Liars, and hopefully it doesn't ruin the rest of the book. I don't know if you can see behind my glasses, but I'm crying because this book just made me cry. Oh my god. I love this book. Sometimes you read something, or maybe for you it's like watch something or listen to something, but sometimes you read something and it just like speaks to you. It speaks to your soul, which the silly romance book doesn't necessarily need to, but it does. I just feel really seen from this book right now. A very similar feeling when I read Loveless by Alice Oseman. Towards the end of Loveless, the main character is asexual, and her best friend that she's made gives her like this whole speech about how like she doesn't have to have like a romantic partner. She's asexual and aro. She doesn't have to have a romantic partner. Like, as her best friend, like, she'll show up for her. She'll be that person. They'll be like side by side the most important people in each other's lives. And I was like, that's all I want. That's all I want. I mean, I do want a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a them friend. Don't get me wrong. That was just so impactful because I was like, that's what I want in my life, is a friend who will continue to be my person, even if they're also somebody else's person. You know what I mean? If that's even possible. I don't know. And this right here, there's two main characters. One of them has anxiety. He's about to like drive somewhere to meet the girl, and without him asking, she just sends him 2 texts being like, there's 2 people that live in this house. You'll have your own room. Here's a picture of it. Here's what we might do. There's not much to do, but here's what we might do. If we go to this restaurant in town, there's a guy will probably talk to you, but I will like try to keep him off of you. And then here's a picture of this, and here's a picture of the driveway so you know where to park. And that's just so amazing. Like, that's everything. Stupid little romance novels making me cry. Now I need to edit this vlog. I haven't even, well, I've begun, I suppose. I did like my first edit, which is just literally taking out the millennial pauses at the beginning of every clip. Yeah, so that's done. So I'm editing the vlog, which is honestly really annoying me. I really don't want to be doing it right now. But as I'm editing, I like showed my TV screen of Daisy Jones the Six. And I was like, oh yeah, I was watching that. I just forgot I was watching that, I guess. What? Like, that has not crossed my mind this weekend. And I just started a different show. Morning. How is it already 10 o'clock? Nobody knows. I finished listening to the audiobook of We Were Liars. Wowza. I used to read books like that all the time, where there was like a twist. And I don't do that anymore, but I kind of want to meander back into that, you know? So then while I ate breakfast this morning, I was watching the show, which is going to be interesting to watch now that I know what happens. But the point of this is I'm editing last week's vlog, trying to finish it up. Anyway, finish it up. I've got like 20 minutes to edit still. Oh my god. Twice in this vlog already, I have used the word slut. And I don't know where that came from. I don't use that word a lot. So I don't know, like, did I pick something up in my vernacular from somebody or someone? I have no idea. Also, I woke up with a headache today, so that's great for me. My vlog is not done because I want to add music to parts, but I feel like nothing I have works. But I cannot sit there any longer. I am so tired of sitting there. So I'm gonna go do something else. We're gonna see what this room is about, because there has to be a first time to come in here. Otherwise, we're never gonna come in here. So here we are. This guy has instructions, kind of, but I still am not entirely sure what to do and if I'm doing it right. That's part of the barrier to entry here. Even this, like, my dad has something similar to this at home, and I know, like, the general idea, but still, am I doing it right? Stair steppers, they step. What's that? A bicycle. Another weight guy. Again, my dad has something like this at home. Weights. But, like, what am I supposed to do? Is that it? Did I do it? It's kind of hot in here. You know what's so silly? Not even, like, in my prime, but when I started working out, like, in college, I used to, like, go 4 miles per hour on the treadmill, always. Like, that was my low, was 4 miles per hour. And I would up the incline. And now I'm, like, doing 2.7, and that's hard. I hate that. It's so hot in here, and I cannot find, like, a thermostat or anything. And I even tried turning the lights on to see if, like, that made it cooler. It's so fucking hot. I'm doing this entirely right, but I like it. Don't mind me just sitting in front of the fan. Look at this nonsense. Anyway, did that for just over 40 minutes. Got just over 4,000 steps, and it was like a mile 78 or something like that. I do still have a headache, which was one of the reasons I wanted to go do that. I don't know. I think it helped the headache, but I'm still gonna take some meds to help it more. And now I'm gonna make food and cool down. That was really nice, though. I did like doing that. Abbie, remember that? You just liked doing that, okay? So go do it a fucking again. Although if it's gonna be this hot every freaking time, dude. I wonder if anything, like, am I missing something? I don't know. I lay down here on my bed after folding my clothes to close my eyes and hopefully help with the headache. Did it help? I don't think so. Boo. I'm gonna try coffee and see if that helps. The headache is literally so bad. And, like, if the coffee doesn't, excuse you. As I was saying, if the coffee doesn't help, I'll try Tylenol again. But I just took it, like, 4-ish hours ago, so I don't know. So we have some casualties. Missing one there. Also, I definitely thought those were the same height, so I'm so good at this. Missing some there. Why is my phone vibrating? That one's fallen. So, yeah. Alright, I love this book, but as in every romance book, these two are starting to piss me off real bad. With this much of the book left, they're starting to piss me off. I think everybody should read romance books because I think it would make everybody better at communication. Because every time I read a romance book and there's miscommunication, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, I will never try to miscommunicate ever again in my life. Everybody should read romance books. Is the caffeine helping the headache? I think a little bit. All the way? No, certainly not. But a little bit is better than nothing. Having a headache and feeling like my eyes are bothering me is always so annoying because, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, my first instinct is to, like, not go on my, like, laptop or my phone, really, because it's a screen and it's, like, close-up screen, right? So then my second instinct is to, like, read, but then it's, like, my eyes are focusing and, like, actually, like, working still. So then I'm, like, TV, but that's still a screen, but it's further away. And then even just, like, doing a hobby, like if I wanted to puzzle or make a bracelet or whatever, that's still, like, needing my eyes to focus. So what do you do? Like, just sit there and listen to music? Like, what the? I finished the book. I read that so fast. I started it Tuesday. Oh my god. This was so good. 5 out of 5. I loved this book. I finished 4 books this week, everybody. On Monday, I finished My Best Friend's Honeymoon. On Wednesday, I finished The Great Alone. And then today, I finished We Were Liars and Yours Truly. Wow. This is really the life. I swear this is beautiful. On Monday, when I finished My Best Friend's Honeymoon, I read just over 30 pages. So that was all I had to do in this week to finish it. But The Great Alone, I listened to over 50% of the book this week to finish it. And then, as we know, I started Yours Truly on Tuesday and finished it today. And then I started We Were Liars yesterday and finished it today. It's a pretty good week, I just gotta say. And one of the days, I only read like 20 pages of this book. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm opening the building today. And I got here like 5 minutes early. So I've just been sitting out here with my window open for a couple minutes. I should go in now. I've got some, I don't know, sinus pain, I guess. So that's great. I feel super cool about that. On a separate but similar note, I am so excited to go home. Not this weekend, but next weekend. I just need to be in the country. We're going to the gym again. Please don't be anyone. No. Oh, there's a person. I was in the gym for like just over 20 minutes, and I'm a sweaty mess. Bachelor in Paradise starts tonight, so I had to just finally plug in my antenna, see if it worked. So I'm trying to decide what to do now. I could start reading my book because Bachelor in Paradise will be on from 7 to 9. Or I could work on my Scotland trip. Or I could work on my Doctor Who article. These are the 3 things. Here's the thing. I don't think I want to read right now. I think I just want to read because Bachelor in Paradise goes from 7 to 9. And normally my reading hour is 8. We can break the cycle though. I think what I really want to do is work on my Scotland trip. But I also really want to write my Doctor Who article. Let's pull out the good old laptop and see what happens. How does anybody get through this Huda stuff? I fucking can't. 22 pages into this book, and I'm already loving it. This is First Time Caller by B.K. Borrison. I have listened to 3 B.K. Borrison books. This is the first one that I'm reading physically, but I really like it. I think I'm going to preheat my oven and then read more. I feel like I'm just letting summer waste away, and that makes me sad. I also don't want to leave my house when I get here, which is part of the problem. Plus, I have so many things to do here. Another problem. For example, reading. For second example, Scotland planning, which is what I chose to do. I guess I can read outside if I go somewhere to read outside, but a lot of the times if I'm outside and I'm reading, half the time I'm thinking about bugs, and that's not helping me read. Same with being on my balcony. Tomorrow, I'm going to go see Superman, but maybe another day this week, I can go somewhere else and read or do something outside. The coffee shop. There's an outside there. Maybe. They got new showrunners and the vibe is already working for this, I swear. Yes, Jesse Palmer. Okay, the vibes are vibing. I didn't realize that this episode is 3 hours long. All right, first episode of Bachelor in Paradise is over. What a vibe. Kind of crazy. The editing, I was obviously very into it at the beginning, okay? I still like it. It's very different. It's really polished. And I thought, just the beginning was going to be polished. It's very polished. Now, this was the first episode, so we'll see what happens after that. Also, first time caller, I ended up reading 58 pages tonight. I love it already. I had to take a package to the UPS drop-off from work because we needed to return it and get a new one. Now I'm stuck in this silly little traffic near my apartment that's like the detour, but normally it's not this bad. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, this package place was over by Dunkin'. So I got Dunkin'. It is a cookie dough cold brew latte, perhaps. I love it. I love Dunkin'. I just never go to it because it's over there. I don't know. This guy was only $1.50. What the heck, Dunkin'? I have 2 hours before I need to meet people at the movie theater for the movie, which means I have about an hour and a half, hour 45 before I need to leave, which means I have about an hour and a half-ish before I need to make sure I'm ready to leave, which means I've got about an hour-ish before I need to eat supper, which means I've got about an hour-ish to do what I want, which includes eat this, maybe read. I would like to read, but I would also, I've got a hankering right now to scrapbook. Yeah. I do need to post something for the theater though as well. And then I really need to work on that stuff tomorrow. I'll eat this, turn something on, and we'll see what we can do for the theater today. I'll just zoom in on you. Fun.
And getting out there.
Huh?
Oh, are you still videoing?
Yeah.
And getting back.
It's the vlog.
The
Yeah.
Silverado Trail Boss. The truck that says no to nothing.
I'm happy knowing that you are mine. The grass is greener on the other side. The more I think, the more I wish that we could lay here for hours and just reminisce.
I am back home from the movie. It was really good. I've never seen a Superman movie before, so that was a first for me, and I loved it. I think I said, what did I say? When we were like rating it, I think I said an 8 or a 9. I really enjoyed it. I've got a package. Let's go get that. I woke up and got up early today, which would generally mean more reading time, but I did have some things to do, so it's not probably going to be as much reading time. Still reading time. It's only 7:15 and I've got 30 minutes. But let's open my package. Spoiler alert, it's headphones. I am tired of trying to find over-the-ear headphones that don't make my jaw hurt or give me a headache, and I'm tired of trying to find in-the-ear headphones that don't feel like they're going to fall out constantly. Bone conducting, baby. These look small. They're not small. They just look small. I have tested these headphones before because my friend Megan that I work with owns these headphones. So I have worn them before, and like it's wild that you can like hear with these. Wild. My hair is kind of pulling on them. But they're not like, they might be charged, I don't know, but I've got to like do all this stuff. So I'm gonna do that.
I'm in trouble, I'm an addict, I'm addicted to this girl. She's got my heart in a knot and my stomach in a whirl.
I haven't used this TV in a while, but I need to work on stuff for the theater, and I don't want to take my computer out in the living room, so we're just gonna put on Love Island in here. I have been working on this thing for so long. It's like, what time is it? It's 5:48. It's almost 6 o'clock. But it's going to save me a lot of headache for the rest of the 2 weeks. So there is that. I am waiting on a couple of photos now, though, because I realized I never posted, like, the director, the music director, and the stage manager. And so I would like to post them, and I would like to post them tonight if I can get those photos fast enough. So we'll see. But basically, it was just the cast, like sharing the cast, and I'm doing 3 a day up until the opening of the show. That's perfect timing. So that was just 10 days that I just had to do with like all of their captions and stuff like that. Hopefully it'll be cool. I did realize about halfway through that I didn't make a mistake, but like I wish I would have realized this sooner, because I did 3 colored backgrounds for their headshots, and it's like blue, pink, green, and I'm doing 3 at a time, but I'm keeping them in order. So the Instagram is just gonna look like blue. That's all you're gonna see. It's just blue. But that's fine. Pish posh. I don't think anybody else will care, just me. And I thought about like going back and changing what I was doing, but I would have to change a lot. And then also I did it in the order of like character. Does that make sense? Like the leads are first and like it goes down, you know what I mean? That would have been hard to fix as well. So I just worked on that for like an hour and a half. But like I said, that's gonna like free up so much time and space in my brain over the next 2 weeks. I still have some stuff to do and to post, but apart from that one where I'm waiting for pictures, I might be done for the night. Wow, it's almost as soon as I got done filming, I got those photos. So let's finish her. I got more fun toys. This is a little tiny fan. I'll talk about this soon. These are fluorescent light glasses. Oh, hi, me. Fluorescent light glasses. Hopefully that helps at work. And then I got some Goldie light bulbs. Listen, this week I am giving in to capitalism. I am so sorry. I am doing it. It is not my fault. It is the capitalist society that we live in because all this stuff is cheaper than normal. I have another thing coming tomorrow, and then I'm actually about to place another order. But that's capitalism and HBO Max's fault because Doctor Who is leaving HBO Max. So I said, this is the time to purchase all of the DVDs. But also a lot of them are on sale. So like all of Matt Smith, under $20. All of Capaldi, under 20. All of Jodie, under. You see the trend here? I'm not buying any shooty DVDs right now because they're still on Disney Plus. Okay, so this is the little fan. It's so silly because the reason I got this, stay with me here, is the only thing that I use my hairdryer for in the morning is to dry my bangs. Okay, so I'm not packing a hairdryer for Scotland. That's not happening. Carry on is, we need that space, right? And I don't know if places over there are gonna have a hairdryer. I don't know. I could just like free ball it, but then what if it's just so annoying? You know what I mean? We're gonna see if this will dry my bangs. Which, like, turn on, please. This I think is gonna be just fine, you know? And listen, if we find that it doesn't work, I have a little fan that I can use to like be outside with and for shows, etc. All right, get on my face. Whoa, fluorescent light glasses numero uno. Okay, it comes with 2 pair. Huzzah. And number dos. I prefer these, quite honestly. I like them. I look wild. I love these lights. I love that they exist in my life. And I love that I continue to purchase them and put them in my home to make them do fun stuff. Okay, that's it on. And it's on orange. So the top I've got over here is orange. So I figure, you know what? Let's put it on orange over there. It's kind of a vibe. Okay, I brought the brightness down quite a bit, so that's nice. I got 4 light bulbs in that box because it was cheaper than getting individual ones. I do have a small lamp that I'll probably put up there. Oh, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I guess I could put it down here for the vibes, but I'll probably put it up there. Wow. How freaking gorgeous. This is wild. This is the first episode of Doctor Who. Hear me if I've got my headphones on. I don't know. No one's in here. So sweaty. Squirrel is back. Hi, Squirrel. You're so cute. I'm writing my Doctor Who article and also listening to Doctor Who nonsense. Oh, hi. That's right. I have a vlog. I haven't done a whole lot today. Since I got home, I worked out, which you saw, and then I've basically been working on my Doctor Who article, but it's done, barring any changes that I decide to make or that Zach needs. That took a long time though. It's 8:30 now. I ate supper as well. Let's not get crazy, and watched an episode of Doctor Who while I did that. I think it's reading time. I really do like this book. I just haven't had a lot of time to read. I'm not halfway through it yet, but I'm pretty close. Well, kind of. Maybe not. All right, I read quite a bit, almost 60 pages, and now I'm almost halfway through. I'm on page 194, I think, and there's 420 pages. So now I'm almost halfway done. I really do like this, though. I was going to stop reading like 20 pages ago, and I did not. And now I've got Escape to the Country. I ruined this crow's day. He was stalking that squirrel. And I opened the door. Well, look at how hazy it is. Wow. Goodwill, baby. And the clouds kind of look like it could rain, kind of don't look like it could rain, kind of do. It's a mix. Ooh. Oh, this is my couch. This is just my couch, but in green. That's really pretty. Okay, an author we know and like. Who does this? Like, I need to speak to them. And now we're getting Dunkin' because we're over on this side of town. Hi, I'm home now with my Dunkin'. Tell me why a man from the Straight Ultimatum just followed me on Instagram? What's that about? Surprisingly, it is a season of a reality Netflix show that I haven't seen. Crazy, I know. So what if this man's doing following me? I've got questions. And like, it's a verified profile. So it's him. I've got questions. All right, so I just did a quick thing for job number 3. Oh my God, my hair is a mess. And then I did the neti pot. I'm having issues today. I don't want to take Tylenol. We'll see if the neti pot helps at all. Or I'll have to take Tylenol. Let me show you what I got at Goodwill, and then we're going to scrapbook organize. I got 2 DVDs. I got Made in Manhattan, and I got Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I did not check either of those, so hopefully they're good. They're both good. Then I think this is the only book I'm going to keep. It's Something to Talk About by Meryl Wilsner. Again, an author I like and know. Meryl Wilsner wrote My Best Friend's Honeymoon that I just finished. So, ta-da. These are all for Becca's Little Free Library. I might keep Crazy Rich Asians. I haven't completely decided yet, but yeah. Sarah Dessen, Lock and Key, and then The Hunger Games. I might switch out my copy of The Hunger Games with this one because this one's like brand new, I swear. Yeah, I'm going to switch them because this is the new one. See how shiny it is compared to this one? And then this is the one that has like this little issue here. So this one does not have that issue and literally is like brand new, I swear. There's like, you know, there's little like pokies there. But other than that, chill. And again, I am hopeful that I will find a hardcover Hunger Games at Goodwill one of these days, because that's what I really want is a hardcover Hunger Games. My Catching Fire and Mockingjay are hardcover, and Sunrise on the Reaping. I haven't bought Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes yet, but when I do, I will buy it hardcover. Unless, again, I find it paperback, then I'll just buy that, like, you know, at Goodwill or whatever. But this is the third. Well, this is the other one. I just put the other one on my shelf. I bought 3 copies of Hunger Games at Goodwill's because one is torn apart and on my wall. And then we did the switcheroo. All right, the photos are all laid out in order. I have significantly less photos than last year, which is great because that was the goal. Although if you look at like Boston and even my birthday and Asheville, they're all very big piles. SpongeBob's kind of big, but that makes sense. Now I got to take this pile of stuff, sort through that for that. All right, now I got all the stuff with the stuff for the most part. This is stuff of random stuff and then stuff sporadic. I'm already tired of doing this, TBH. There's some stuff in there that goes with stuff and that. Oh my God, I'm tired already. Now I have to figure out, one by one, how to put all of this, well, a lot of it, back into a box now that it's in order. Because I can't just, if I don't order it all up the front, then it gets messy. You know what I mean? So now I have to figure out how to put it back in a box until it's time to do that section. Sheffield? And my next pages. Technically, this one shouldn't be here, but I had the 3 that did go in order, and I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck, and I put this one here. And look, I have tickets from all of them. I'm so good at this. I'm tired, which is silly because I had a coffee. I am going to stop scrapbooking for the evening. The next section I have is Asheville, which is going to be a lot anyway. So now's a good time to stop for the day. Will I work on it tomorrow? Probably not. I've got plans. Will I work on it Sunday? Also, again, probably not. We'll see. Speaking of plans tomorrow, I should actually try and edit some of this tonight because my editing has not been going great for me recently. I've been like dreading it, first off. Second off, waiting till the last minute. Probably should not do that. I got these a bit ago, right? And I haven't even put them on yet. Like, I didn't even try them on to make sure they fit. So they're like very, very solid. I need to break them in. But hopefully they're good, because I don't even know if I could return them now. Also, I've started using this drawer for travel things, so that way I don't lose them. I have to go get a pair of compression socks and put them in here for the plane, baby. But this is a UK adapter. Crazy, I know. And then the rest is like shower medicine stuff. Like, I just went through all my Dramamine. I've got so much Dramamine. But this is All Day Less Drowsy. There's 20 in here. We love that. Now I'm gonna wear these shoes and do some stuff around the house, because I, again, have been neglecting it. I don't know what it is. Like, I've just been so... Like, when I get home, I have a routine, and I do that routine, and I haven't wanted to deviate from it. Even, like, leaving the house, which I should leave the house. I was going to, but then I used the excuse of the air quality to not leave the house today. I'm just kind of in a rut right now, which is crazy because I'm doing so much and experiencing so much and being with people so much, but I'm kind of in a rut. Boo. This is my puzzle table. Not this, but this. And look, it turns. If you're like, oh, I need to look at that side, it turns. And then look at this. Whoa, you can put puzzle pieces in that. There's 4 of them, depending on what side you're on. And then this guy, he lays on top and holds the puzzle in place. We live in a beautiful world. All I've done is handle my kitchen, and I'm tired. I don't want to do anymore. I just spent too much money, I'm sure of it. I got another Amazon order, which contains 2 like flannel overshirts. Hopefully they fit. If not, they'll get returned. External chargers. Those are all for Scotland. And then I did a Hobby Lobby order, which I don't like doing Hobby Lobby, but all of my scrapbooking stuff the past years has been Hobby Lobby. So I want to just get like the same stuff that I always get to keep it consistent. So I got a new scrapbook, new paper, plastic, sleeves. And then what else was in there? Oh, a couple of shirts. I've got those like comfort color like boxy shirts. I've got a couple for work and I really like them, so I've been wanting some for just in general, which will also be probably some Scotland. And then the chambray shirt that I wear, this guy, the sleeve has a huge rip in one of the elbows, so I was like, I should get another one of those for life, but maybe also for Scotland. So I did that. But on the bright side, I initiated a return, which is a Woxer bra. Not it. So I'm just going to get some more Tomboy X bras until I get better bras. And now it's 9 o'clock, believe it or not. I'm going to do some reading and then some chilling. Methinks. Maybe some editing. Because I also uploaded all the footage before this, which is 48 minutes. So that'll be fun. Guys, I have annotated 3 spots in this book. Look at that. There was one that I was like, oh my god, yes. And then there were 2 spots that I was like laughing. I was like, that's fucking hilarious. Hi, not me crying again because of Scotland. So I'm sitting here watching Escape to the Country. It's a Scottish episode because I picked that specifically. And I was like, let me double check the money, like the savings and everything, to make sure that I am where I need to be. And as of right now, if you include the money that I've spent like on the deposits and everything, or like the flight, if you include that in the savings pot, I've got over $4,900. And I still have 2 more paychecks. But also, that's freaky that I only have 2 more paychecks before I go to Scotland. That's weird. That's weird. Not in like a, oh, who knows about money kind of way, but in like a, oh my god, that's how soon it is? Ah! And this brings us to the end of the vlog. Alright, this week was kind of boring. Not for me. I had a great week. But compared to the previous weeks, I did not do a lot, which, again, was great. But we finished a book that we loved. We started a book that we love. We went to the gym for the first time. We went and saw Superman, baby. We did a lot of work for job number 3. And then tonight we started our scrapbook. Oh, we fixed the gallery wall. Girl, this week was hip hopping. I just wasn't out of my house a lot, which again, I liked. Next vlog is going to be a little bit more because I'm going to go hang out with Bree and Becca tomorrow. Maybe Zach. We'll see. And I work at job number 2. And then middle of the week, did you know this? I'm going home to my parents' house. And I can't tell you how excited I am to be out in the country in the middle of nowhere for the summer. Like, I didn't know that I liked this before. I didn't know that I craved this before. And now I do. It's all I can think about. So I'm going to go home to my parents' house for many days, like 5 or 6. And that will be that. But I'm really freaking tired right now. So I am going to go to bed. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!